Hey Tenno, this is Mako, and we're gonna go over Trinity. Now, Trinity's first power is Well of Life. While Well of Life is up, the enemy is CC'd into the air and given a health buff, but you can damage them while they're up in the air and give yourself some HP, and to your allies. Energy Vampire, when cast to a target, damages them over time, and per these pulses, you get energy and so does your ally, if they're near enough. Now, your third power is Link. When this is cast, enemies near you will link to you up to 3. Those enemies will then take damage you should have gotten. Now, your fourth power is Blessings. When this is cast, it gives you a damage reduction, as well as healing you, your allies, and companions, even your sentinels, fully back to full health, or at least to a percentage that your Blessings is set up in your build. Overall, she's a very support build, focus, but she can also be very tanky, so I usually use mine at point blank melee type combat, but to each their own, Tenno. This is what's called an abating link build. This focuses on corrosive link type targets, such as bigs, heavies, whereas this is an energy vampire. Energy vampire type builds tend to be the more predominant build type. The main focus is Blessings and Energy Vampire. You just keep using Energy Vampire, you pulsate out, and with its, augment, you're getting over shields and with Blessings, that just makes you a little stronger. Now, this is a Wellspring build. Not the most normal build of such, but this is more like how you play Necros. Basically, with Wellspring's augment, you grant 4 health orbs that amps up your armor, and a chance to drop an energy orb. Energy orb amps up your power strength. Kind of balances out up to the same as a Link build like this. Now, my personal build type is I remove Abating Link here, I slap, Vampire Leech, just so I can pulse out and get over shields, and that's all she wrote. I mean, it's a very simple build. You can even remove Streamline for something else, but that's as it is. I actually have been playing the Wellspring build more often than not now, and people have been kind of impressed with it. I'm impressed at the fact I'm surviving with it, so just take that as you will, Tenno. I don't like corrosive projection, but shield disruption works too. Kind of balances out and such. So let's get this show on the road. Now, before we start, one thing I'd like to point out is to press start, go into your options, and set it so you can see your allies' health. This is a very useful tactic when having a Trinity, so if you see your allies near you or away from you getting hurt and needing help, then you can at least see which one needs it and then rush to their side. Now, one of the factors of a Trinity, I always keep my Link up and just keep beating on the enemies. Then I'll, cast Energy Vampire when I start getting low. Before my Link goes out, I would always say cast Blessings just so you can have that damage reduction up, and then cast Link again. Second Link's about to go out, cast Blessings, and then, repeat, rinse, repeat, Blessings, Link, Blessings, Link. It's just pure survivability. It's a godlike build in terms of staying alive. And if you cast Energy Vampire, you just keep spreading that energy love to your allies and yourself. And with this Energy Vampire part, Vampire Leech augment built in, I pretty much give myself energy and overshields once I've reached max power capacity. Now, one of the main factors of a Trinity, besides the whole healing factor, is she is a channeling monster. I wanted to make that very clear. With Trinity, you don't care about energy, because if you have Energy Siphon on, and even Vampire Leech, depending if you're a Energy Vampire Trinity and what, you can spam Energy Vampire and just get massive amounts of energy, and channel, hit, do a little bit of efficiency and whatnot, and just deal a whole bunch of damage. I mean, it is ridiculous how much damage you can do with channeling. A lot of people kind of forget what it does and only really use it for Life Strike. But with the Trinity, that's where it shines. And this can be the same on Limbo too, because he is another energy provider. So just keep that in mind, Tenno. Now let's take this on to a bigger, heavier enemy. How do you handle bigger, heavier enemies? Same thing. Link, cast Energy Vampire, that keeps them in place. Normally as a Trinity, I myself always tend to go after the bigger targets. This just makes it easier so my allies don't have to worry about this big sucker, something like, a heavy gunner or a bombard, and just take them down. As I'm not really worried about getting kills. I know a lot of people are focused on that, but if you're going to play as a support Warframe, one of the factors you have to think on is healing and taking out the big targets and team survivability, because it's a team play. So, thanks for watching, and I hope this helped, Tenno.